Boy, has it been a long time since I've uploaded anything. What is going on, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It's your man Z, and I'm coming at you with the very first snapshot for 1.17, and I cannot tell you guys how excited I am to be jumping into this with you guys. So, without further ado, we're going to be hopping right into the video. Okay, so the very first feature of this snapshot is one of the smaller features that was not really talked about, or I should say, was talked about very much by the community, but not by the developers, was candles. Yes, they added candles, and you're able to dye them in all 16 different variants. So if you just take a flint and steel, place down a candle, and just like sea pickles, if you can place them down in clusters of up to 4, so we could do 3, 4, and then use a flint and steel, you'll be able to light them up that way. And then if we go to time set night, we can see the different light levels in which they emit up. So if we take a look here, with one candle, it's not very much light level. With 2 candles, it's a little bit better. 3 candles, even better. And then with 4 is obviously the highest level of light that you'll receive from these. Now moving on to the next feature of this update is bundles. Yes, they added bundles, and I'm honestly super excited, but I was also a little bit disappointed because with bundles, you can only hold up to a stack of items. As you can see here, we have a full bundle right now. We have 64 acacia logs inside, but that's all you're able to have. But you are able to have variants of different stuff up to 64 blocks. Now, I'm not sure if that number is going to change in the future. We'll be able to hold more stuff, or if it's going to stick with 64. I'm kind of hoping that they do kind of up this a little bit. Maybe even something like 9 items, like an entire inventory slot of stuff. But as of right now, I'm a little bit disappointed with the only having up to a stack. But yeah, so these are what bundles look like. If we just go ahead and right click, that empties the bundle. And if we go ahead, take the item and right click it into there, it puts it into the bundle. And a neat little feature that they added with this snapshot is the ability to have lava cauldrons. Now, when I think of lava cauldrons, I think that's going to be very cool. It'll have a nice little aesthetic, like background lighting kind of thing going on for like in villages and whatnot. So I feel like there's a lot of potential behind this little neat feature that they added. Alright, and probably one of the biggest features of this snapshot is the addition of copper. Now, as you can see here, if we take a look at the ore block, they did add a little bit of green tinge as compared to the ore block that they had featured in Minecon Live. Now, I think it was a really nice touch to add this green because obviously as copper ages, it gets that little green tinge to it. And right here is the copper ingot. Now, if we take a look at these blocks here, we have different variants. Now, we have the copper block, cut copper stairs, and the cut copper slabs. You may be wondering why that honeycomb is there. You'll need honey in order to get the waxed variants of these blocks. Now, if you add honeycombs to, I don't believe they added this feature yet, but if you add honeycombs to your copper blocks, that will prevent them from oxidizing. So if you guys are wondering how that aging process is going to be stopped, obviously you're going to have to use honeycombs for that. Now, if we go ahead and take a look, we have the different stages of oxidation. Now, over time, it takes 50 to 82 Minecraft days, depending on when the chunks are loaded, obviously. But as you can see right here, we have the lightly weathered blocks, the semi-weathered blocks, and the weathered blocks. So the final stage of oxidation for the copper blocks is this nice little cyane. It's very prominent to what prismarine looks like. So if we quickly grab some of that, it could be a little bit different. So if we just, yeah, it's a little bit darker. So I think that would be very nice in some aspects for building. Give those industrialized builds that little aging tinge to it. That will be a nice addition. And we also have the different variants as well. Stairs, slabs, and if you take a look here, we only have one less stage of oxidation for the weathered stuff, because once you add in the honeycomb to make them not weathered, it prevents them from getting to that final stage. Or if you add the honeycomb at this stage, it'll prevent it from getting that. And, you know, what's the point of adding that honeycomb to prevent it from aging any further? So what's the point in even having a waxed variant? And the next big feature of this snapshot is the addition of Amethyst. Now, if we take a look here, I kind of had this stuff set up earlier, so stuff kind of grew. But we have Amethyst now, and we have two different kinds of blocks. We have the block of Amethyst and the budding Amethyst. Now, if you guys remember when Mojang announced that there will be a type of block that cannot be moved from the geode in which these blocks will be spawning in, I'm almost certain it's going to be this budding Amethyst block. Now, Amethyst can spawn in the crystallized version or in this block here. So if you even just take a quick look right now, there's a little difference between the regular Amethyst block and the budding. And you can tell the difference because there's this darker, I don't even know how to describe it, like a cross in the middle of the block. Yeah, it has like a little cross in the middle of it. And over time, that block will produce these different kinds of amethyst. Now, there are 4 different stages to amethyst. Now, unfortunately, this one stage grew a little bit faster than I wanted, but we have the small amethyst bud, the large amethyst, in between that is medium, and then we have these amethyst clusters. Now, when you break an amethyst cluster, it breaks up to 4 pieces of amethyst, or it could be more if you add fortune to your pickaxes. The stage of pickaxe you need in order to mine up amethyst is iron. If you use anything lower than that, then it's just going to break and disappear. And another neat little feature that comes with amethyst as well is there are now different sounds that come with the blocks and the crystals. So take a very close listen when we add or when we place down blocks and break them. If you guys were able to hear that, it was a little bit silent in my ears, so I'll probably boost it up a little bit for the video. So now there are some different sounds that come with the game as well, so I think that's going to be very interesting for any map makers. Alright, and now moving on to one of the other features that was shown to us in Minecon Live was the lightning rod. Now, if you place down a lightning rod on one of your builds, it protects an area of 4 by 16. I'm not sure if that's like 4 wide, 16, whatever it is. But it protects your builds from, you know, catching on fire and whatnot. So that's going to be a very nice little helpful thing for any builders that are at potential risk for your builds catching on fire. And the next feature that was added in this snapshot is the Spyglass. Now, obviously, if you guys watched Minecon Live, you'll know how the Spyglass works. You right-click on it, and it allows you to zoom in on things and see things at a very close distance. So, for anybody that uses Optifine and uses that zoom feature that has it built in, this will be a little bit obsolete. But for anybody that uses just straight-up vanilla, not using any quote-unquote modded clients like Optifine, then this will be a nice little feature for you guys to finally see things at greater distances. A surprising feature that comes with this snapshot comes the Tinted Glass. Now, this type of glass will prevent light from coming through any of your builds. Now, whether this will come with any varianted different colors in the near future, I'm not really sure, but I think this could be something that would be interesting. So if we head on over into here, as we can see, it's starting to get daylight out. But if we go ahead and place this down, it's dark in here again. So I found that to be kind of a neat feature, but also very interesting at the same time because nothing was mentioned of this addition in Minecon Live. Moving on to the next feature, as you can see, we have 2 Shulkers here. Now, what if I told you we were able to make a third shulker out of these two shulkers. So if we hop into game mode, survival, there is now a percentage chance that you'll be able to create a third shulker when a shulker shoots a bullet at another one. Now, it doesn't matter if they're open or closed. You just have to get a bullet to hit one. So we're trying to do that right now. Can we make it happen without getting shot? Alright, that one just shot one. That one just shot one. Come on. Can we make this happen? You did it for me off camera. Why didn't you do it this time? Now, this feature kind of perplexed me because I didn't think this would be something... Oh, wait. Nope. Never mind. It just teleported. I thought we were going to get a third one. There's a chance, guys. I promise you. There is a chance that it can happen. We just need to get it to happen.
One eternity later.
Aha! We got it to happen. There was 4 here, and now there's 5. So it did happen. I just probably just barely managed to get it on camera. But yes, so there's... Well, this is awkward. So yeah, I probably waited about 5 minutes to get these shulkers to actually, you know, do its thing. Because they just ended up killing themselves. Which is fun. Yeah. But anyways, you're able to now breed, quote-unquote, breed shulkers. So this is a potential for shulker farms. Alright, another little change that they also did in this snapshot is the merging of experience orbs. Now, they added this because they wanted to improve the performance of the game ever so slightly when there's a bunch of experience orbs around. So now, if we just throw them, we can watch them kind of just bulk up into bigger orbs. Will they do that for us? I know they said sometimes, so it might not always be guaranteed. So if you have, like, XP farms and whatnot, and you're concerned about the gameplay and whatnot, this should hopefully prevent it from lagging as much. Now, another change that comes with this snapshot is the removal of the grass path and the introduction of the dirt path. Now, what that means is you're still able to make the path blocks on grass, but you're also able to do it with dirt, podzol, mycelium, and coarse dirt as well. Have you ever wanted to use minecarts underwater? Well, now you're actually able to do that. All rail blocks are now waterloggable, and while you're able to waterlog them, they will also be slightly affected by water. So they will be slowed down. By how much? Not 100% sure. So if we just go ahead and kind of throw down a couple redstone blocks with powered rails, if we break those apart, let's see how well these will actually work. Because I'm a little bit skeptical, in all honesty, of this little feature. Will this work? Push it. So as you can see, yes, it greatly hinders the movement speed of minecarts in water. So while this is a rather questionable move, if you ask me, I still think this could have some potential towards it. And there were a whole bunch of other updates with bug fixes and whatnot as well. So if you guys want to go ahead and check those out, check the link down below in the description to see more of the technical changes and bugs that were fixed in this update. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button down below. And if you're new checking out the channel, make sure to also hit that subscribe button. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.